Tear it
Ryan's
up, man.
Ryan's stoned to the bone.
I just took it.
All right, this is the Tampa Supercross review. We are missing Aaron. He's going to try to join us here in a bit. But we got Scott, we got Ryan, and great race here in Tampa. Um, the sand section was the killer. So let's talk about the track. We were kind of messing back and forth. The rest of the track was kind of fast, kind of what would you guys call it? I forgot the words you said. Kind of old school MX or Supercross. But then you had that sand section. That was probably the make or break right there. Start with you, Ryan. What do you think of it?
I thought it was kind of mellow, real fast paced. But the sand section was super deep, like super fine sand. It was causing all kinds of problems for everybody.
Yeah,
Like it didn't. It broke down, but it didn't like really rut real bad. But the whoops, they had a big old cup all the way through them. That's what took Sexton down.
yeah, yeah. The whoops. So yeah, like found out more today. They took out two of them because I guess as soon as you have that last whoop, you're into that berm. So I guess they took a few out more for safety, not so much just because Roger said we need for our riders. It was more of a as soon as you got done, you're already in the turn. So they took two out. Suppose they might have even like made them a little more flatter. But yeah, the sand and the whoops was basically the two things for the track. What do you think of it, Mets?
I liked it. It reminded me of like the old school supercrosses, where they're I don't know, the tracks just seemed more like outdoorish kind of, and it had a good flow to it. It was fast. The sand was freaking awesome because it separated so many people. The whoops, mm, they were all right. I feel like they could have been a little bit bigger, but I think everything else was pretty good.
Yeah, that sand like right before you exited, it looked like so you either go outside or inside. I don't. Did you guys think there was one was faster than the other, outside or inside?
I think it
I think,
changed.
yeah, I do too. I think the early in the night, the outside was faster. Then I think as the night went on, the inside got faster.
Yeah,
But it was crazy because they're coming into it and then they break, so they're trying to keep speed up. But that sand's so thick, it's like slowing them down. Then they got to like hammer out of it. It was deep.
Yeah, it was. I liked it. It was cool. It
Yeah,
changed it up a lot.
yeah. And then we'll get into that 250 last chance with Thrasher and Hunter, but that was a good one, exiting out of the sand. But okay, so we'll go with the 450 winner. Let's go with Cooper Webb. So is Coop back, or was this did Coop win the race, or did Sexton lose the race?
Coop won.
I think Sexton lost it.
Yeah.
I
Coop
think
won.
Cooper was on it, and Cooper probably would have caught him, but I don't know if he would have passed him.
Well, remember he made that mistake in the whoops too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If Cooper would have wrecked, that would have cost him the race.
Yeah.
Coop won it. I mean, he was more consistent. The more consistent guy wins.
I mean, I can't deny that.
Do you think he got in Sexton's head?
I think
Yes.
Sexton got in his head.
Yeah.
Well, in
I,
order for that to happen, Cooper had to play a role in that.
yeah, but Cooper wasn't even close to him when he wrecked.
He wasn't far off.
No, but I mean, I don't think he was close enough to be pressuring him yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could be wrong.
Yeah, they were both in the whoops at the same time. It looks like Webb was probably only 4 whoops behind him when he crashed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now, and it's 13 minutes left, and Cooper's already within 6 bike lengths with me.
Cooper was riding damn good. Like
Oh yeah, for
he,
sure.
he had the sand so dialed that like that was his spot. And actually, he looked good in the whoops too, which is
Weird.
not. Yeah, yeah, it's out of the ordinary for him.
I feel like Cooper, like he never pushed it early. He's like, I'm just gonna follow Chase and see if I can just kind of rattle him, and kind of almost in a way, how you say, like, saved energy. Like, I'll just wait for the end of the race, and then I'll know what's going on. But I think he kind of didn't get out of control and try to push it early on Chase. I think he just kind of was like, I'll stay back a little bit. Because he never really fell back on time-wise, and he just kind of stayed within a second or under a second or nothing over a second and a half.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably disagree with you on that.
I mean, that's fine.
Because Sexton is no slouch. Like
Yeah.
he's going all out the whole time.
Yeah.
And Webb ain't. You can't take it easy and ride that pace.
That's true.
Scott, turn your vibrator off.
Yeah, man. Diesel.
I mean, I think I feel like I'm in the middle between you two. Like Cooper was pushing for sure. Like he was going after him, but he wasn't like desperately going after him. He knew he was calm and collected, and he was like, "Hey, I'll catch him. I'm catching him. I'm not going to sit here and just go all out and possibly take myself out." But he was definitely pushing and trying to catch him. Like he's definitely hunting for sure.
Yeah. All right. So it's a great win by Coop. So is he back? We never really answered. Is Coop back?
I don't think you can say Coop's back just yet, but you also I'm not going to sit here and say he's the same guy as he was last year because he's completely different. You can tell that he's way better. He's way more comfortable with his bike. He's out there and he's riding good.
Yeah.
I'd say the new Coop is back. I'd say it's not the same Cooper Webb. I think he's got a different outlook. His setup, everything. He seems like he's riding differently, but he's pushing the pace.
So do you think better than 21 Coop? 2020.
I think so. I think so because everybody right now, I think, is at their fastest.
Yeah.
I think everybody right now is faster than they all were 2 years ago. The top guys.
Who's the top guys?
Sexton, Tomac, Webb.
Would you put Anderson in that? Because I think Anderson right now, he's not.
He might be where he was. I think everybody else has stepped it up. The other three.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm
bummed about Anderson. I want him to step it up more.
I mean, I think he's on their level, but I think AP has stepped it up the past 2 races for sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We'll get to that. Right. So, Sexton, big mistake cost him. That's got to kill him. Mentally, that's got to kill him. But, like, back-to-back races. He didn't crash the race before, but he never got past Eli. Do you think he feels like he's still good mentally because he's only 2 points down, or do you think it got to him a bit?
Say that again.
Who are you talking about?
Sexton. Do you think all right, he had it and he went down. Now he's only 2 points down from Eli. Do you think he's still like, okay, like I gotta quit making these mistakes, or do you think now he's kind of in his head a little bit every race?
I think he was always thinking, gotta stop making mistakes. I think that's always going to be there. But I don't think maybe he's in his head yet. I think he's just pushing hard.
Yeah. What do you think, Scott?
Now, whose head are we talking about?
Oh, my gosh. Where's this guy?
Are you talking about Sexton and Tomac's head?
No, Sexton in his own head.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I think he probably went back and kind of thought about where he messed up, and he's probably super pissed off at himself for doing a stupid mistake like that because he threw the race away.
You would have had red plate.
Yeah,
he would have.
I think that's what he's thinking about. Like, I don't think he's upset that he got second in that race. I think he knows I think it's more like it's Eli. I got to get past Eli because he knows.
I think he's pissed he lost that race.
Well, I
Yeah.
I do that, but I think he's thinking more long term than short term.
I don't know. I don't think anybody likes to lose.
Well, yeah,
Right.
I get that, but
Especially when you're winning everything.
yeah,
Like when you're winning the whole race almost, and then you make a mistake, and bam, you get second.
yeah.
He's definitely pissed about that.
Fucking loser, bro. Loser.
I don't think he's too worried about Tomac just yet because, like you said, he's only 2 points behind.
Yeah. And Cooper's now only 4 points behind. Well, all right, let's go to third. AP, great ride for AP.
Yeah.
Get third, fourth last race, now the third. I mean, I like to see him get on the second or first. So great ride for him. He did kind of was out there by himself in third, and his other guys were kind of gone. And then we also made notes. Is his country accent getting thicker?
I think it is.
Yeah.
I don't remember when he was talking on the podium. I don't remember his country accent being that thick. I mean, he's from Hamilton.
Yeah.
He should be talking like with the freaking West Side up and shit.
All right, hang on. There's Aaron. He wants in.
He's like, let me in.
Yo,
Welcome. So we're talking on AP, talking about AP's great ride and how his accent's getting thicker.
dude, I know, right? He's pretty country coming from Hamilton.
That's what we just said.
I saw a country concert once in Hamilton, so maybe it came from there.
Possibly.
Dude,
why were you at a country concert?
I saw it. I wasn't there. I drove by.
You just drove by.
They got that.
I'm not stopping.
They got that River's Edge venue in Hamilton. It's pretty cool. I went and saw Tyler Childers there a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that's actually where it was that I saw.
Shit, dude, we were probably at the same gig. I probably saw you there. Fuck, I was probably too drunk to remember.
Yeah, I mean, I was doing a drive-by, like most of the regulars there.
Right.
So, yeah, Aaron said we left off. AP, great ride in third, and then he was fourth last week. And we were just talking about if he can keep that momentum going.
Yeah, I mean, he's looking pretty good. Like the last couple of weeks, he's been turning it up.
I will go back one thing, Aaron. What did you think of it? I want to get your input on the track. What did you think of it?
Dude, I liked it, but it looked tough. Like there's a lot of incidents like between the whoops and the sand.
Yeah,
you know, it looked like they were having a hard time all day and all night, basically in it.
The sand was deep,
but I thought it was cool though. I mean, it's Tampa, you know, you got to have sand. Shit, dude, you're in Florida, you know, it's like sand track heaven down there. So they've got to do something like that.
Yeah. All right, let's go to fourth. Ken Roxon, quiet fourth, but I mean, a fourth is super quiet. Didn't really. I thought Eli was going to get him, but he never did. He actually kind of backed off, and then Roxon just kind of rode out by himself. I saw early though he was jumping the whoops. Do you think that's he's not comfortable blitzing him, or
was he doing that in the heat race?
Maybe it was the heat race.
I think it was the heat, dude, because I saw some shit. I saw some stuff that he posted online about basically he was just kind of taking it easy and qualifying in the heat race because he kind of settled in because he wanted to save his energy for the night show because apparently he rode more than he normally does the week before. So he must have been feeling a little sore, I'm thinking, maybe coming into the weekend. Because he said they were like testing nonstop. That's what he said on his Instagram, basically, like for that week.
What do you guys think, Kenny, Scott, or Ryan?
I think he rode good. He rode really good compared to how he has been doing.
Yeah, I mean, he held Tomac off, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't hold off the real Tomac.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I think he rode good. That's what I think. He wasn't he wasn't real impressive, but he wasn't bad. He was a mediocre Roxon.
Yeah.
He's
All right.
he's just floating around that 3, 4, 5 spot. Still. I feel like on a good day he's gonna get third, and on a bad day he's gonna get like 5th or 6th or something.
Or eighth.
I do think he'll get back on the box. Another race.
He might.
I
think maybe another Triple Crown. I feel like he's getting that kind of those little short sprinty kind of style races.
I think as soon as he gets that bike dialed, I think he'll be a consistent top 4.
He'll be in outdoors by then.
Yeah. He'll be signing a new contract with somebody else by then.
Yeah. All right, let's go to 5th. Yeah. Tomac.
He'll be on Triumph.
Yeah.
Was Tomac under the weather, or did he just was the bike not just feeling him? What do you guys think? I don't know.
He's definitely not himself. He wasn't the Tomac we've seen all year. He was definitely either sick or hurt or something. There's nothing that wasn't Tomac.
Yeah, I don't think it was the bike. I think he just wasn't feeling it because he just wasn't pushing. I don't know.
Remember last year when he kind of tweaked that knee and he didn't say anything, he was getting like 4th and 5th. I think in Denver or wherever he was.
Yeah, that was at like the end of the series.
Yeah. Hopefully that's not what's going on right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think it's that. It's too early in the season to hide it. Yeah. It'll never get better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think he just was sick.
Yeah.
Had to be just sick.
That's what they came out and said, right? That he was kind of under the weather, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear nothing. But
I think that's what Star Racing kind of said.
Yeah, on their PR maybe.
Definitely didn't look like the Tomac of 23.
Yeah, I mean the heat race he got by Sexton and AP got by him, and then the main he just kind of stayed in 5th. Made sure he held off Anderson.
Man, dude, Anderson was charging.
Yeah.
Like he got into 6th and he was in last.
Yeah.
So he went from last to 6th, with pretty impressive. He was catching Tomac and Roxon. If they would have had another 5 minutes, I bet Anderson probably would have got both of those guys.
Yeah. Speaking of Anderson, gets into another little tangle up with Barsha. Yeah, but he still gets 6th. Man, these little issues though are killing him. Absolutely killing him. But he actually didn't really lose any points leaving that race. But it's just, do you think he knew to use Barsha as the little pivot out of there, or do you think he's like, oh, I got way too much speed coming into this?
Dude, I think he just rides like a goon sometimes. Like you got it, like when you're going that high in the corner, dude, like pushing somebody into the bales, basically. I mean, what do you think's gonna happen? And you can't like keep doing that and like expect a different outcome, because like the outcome's pretty much always been the same. Like they always get tangled up, and it's been happening like a bunch. So I think he just needs to ride smarter, man.
Yeah, I think that move was stupid. It was dumb.
What do you think, Ryan?
I just think he was riding aggressive.
Yeah.
Got a little too high. That was it.
Literally too high.
He might have been. What are you looking for?
Another great ride by Jay Coop.
Yes.
The 7th.
Yeah, he was good. He's just quietly in his position, plugging away laps.
Yeah. He surprised me. I mean, 7th in the second, like back-to-back 7s, I think. Dude, heck yeah. I still
fucking killing it.
What'd you say?
He's fucking killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still don't know if they're gonna what the status is Dylan, if they'll keep Jay Coop on for the rest of the season. I don't know what Dylan. I think Dylan's gonna try to race this weekend. Do you guys know? Or is it out a little longer?
Man, I haven't heard about his status. I know that Cooper's going back to 250 class for outdoors. I do know that.
Yeah.
But
shoot him a DM, see if he responds.
Right.
Dylan?
Yeah.
Dylan or Jay Coop?
Dylan.
Yeah. You have to put it in French.
I know.
We'll put Ryan on that.
Yeah, for sure.
Barsha got 8th. And once again, I mean, Barsha's season's the same old, same old. Starts off early on the box, and then it's just kind of like 5 to 8th round. Like,
but he got cleaned out.
that's true.
I mean, he came back pretty
Yeah,
respectful.
but the guy that cleaned him out came all the way back to 6th.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was only 2 spots behind him, man. Or yeah, 2
Right.
spots.
Well,
Yeah, remember on the track they were showing they met up again afterwards, and they're like, "Man, is Barsha going to clean Anderson out?" But he didn't.
But,
He could've.
they were talking on Pulp that I guess like after the race, Barsha was all pissed off and like throwing stuff all over like in his RV and stuff.
That's funny.
And he didn't talk to anybody, I guess, after the race either.
Hang on one second.
They just need to fight.
And dude, I think AC, man, dude, when his cardio and like fitness get up to par, he's gonna be up there too because he floated all the way back to 12th, dude. But he had like the second fastest lap time in the main event that night too.
Well, he was in 5th, and then he crashed in the whoops.
Yeah, but
So he was up there. I think he's not far off.
No, he's got the speed, dude. He just needs to freaking put it together.
Yeah. I think in time qualifying the first one, I think he was in 2nd. So yeah, AC's going to be there. Savatsi, 9th. Suppose they're going to try to get him, even though he's 8 rounds. They're going to try to get him for all 17.
Yeah, I saw
Heck
that.
yeah. And then Christian Craig.
He rode good.
Do what?
He rode good, I thought.
Yeah.
He's just been still floating around that like barely making it in the top 10 though.
Dude, I didn't know until like I was listening to Pulp's review that Webb and them passed Craig. Like they went all the way up past them. They lapped.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, lappers.
Yeah. Trying to see both the Hill brothers. That's funny. They finished 13th and 14th. The Hill brothers.
Yeah, they said Justin took out Dean Wilson like on like one of the last corners of the race too.
Yeah. Took his,
Dean was in like 13th apparently, and he got cleaned out.
Knocked his radiator hose off.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have got caught.
Your story.
All right. Anybody else on 450s? Let me look at my notes here.
How about Plessinger in the heat race? How fast he was going through the loops past Tomac.
Yeah, blue vine.
That was crazy.
all in the dick.
Dude, his hair was just flying out the back. Just laid back, killing it. I was like, damn.
Yeah. He was killing it. The whole KTM team, those 2 guys were killing the whoops. So killing them.
Not like Plessinger. No.
Oh, man. I'd like to see Plessinger get a win. That'd be great. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Some kind of miracle is going to happen, I feel like, for that. But
or like Daytona or Atlanta, I think he can be a little bit better on those style tracks. Maybe.
yeah, if he gets a start and the appropriate people get bad starts.
Yeah. Anything else 450s you guys want to talk about? Anybody out there?
Grant Harlan made it. That's kind of cool.
And then Kyle Chisholm made it again. He actually made it before he didn't have to go to LCQ.
Yeah, he didn't have to go to LCQ finally. Him and McElrath actually.
Yeah. Let's go.
They said that Hep Suzuki, they got a new suspension guy, another one, I guess like a week ago too. So they're working with a new suspension guy yet again.
Let's go biggest disappointment for the 450 class. Would you have to say Tomac?
Yep. Definitely. That's kind of an easy one.
Yeah.
I disagree with that, but I'll go with Chase.
Yeah, I'm going with Chase too. He had it in the bag, dude.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm sticking with ET. Biggest disappointment.
I don't see how that's a disappointment. The dude was just sick and just Went out
Do
there and
you-
made the best out of the best of what he could do.
I mean, do we know this for a fact?
Dude, Chase is just throwing
You
these.
don't go from dominating to the next weekend just being mediocre.
Let's see.
Like something's there.
Let's see.
Come back off so the points are tighter, so the season's better.
Do what?
It's a conspiracy. They paid Tomac, so he just
Well,
is. I'm joking.
Like the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like the Super Bowl, yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like something's about him sick or he's hurt. Something.
You feel like, but you don't know. You don't have any facts right there.
Right.
So
What's the point? I mean, look at it. You don't dominate and go to 1 week and be.
how can Sexton be more of a disappointment? The guy led the entire
Because
race.
he was leading and he fucked up and went on to hit the ground. That's a disappointment. Call him up. I guarantee he tells you he's disappointed in himself for wrecking and making a mistake.
Smoked Tomac.
What?
Still got second, crashed, smoked Tomac. Tomac didn't even crash. He didn't even crash and he got smoked.
Okay.
Tomac just didn't look like his normal self.
It wasn't his normal self.
Something's up. Something's up. He's either hurt or he's sick. Something was going on.
Yeah, we'll see about Oakland, then we'll find out if it's what's going on for sure.
I'm sure it'll eventually come out.
Chase is just being Chase.
Maybe Chase is he'll always be chasing.
He might be.
Biggest best ride, I'll say AP. That's probably my biggest not surprise or riding better. I'd say AP.
I mean, dude, 2 KTMs in the box.
Yeah.
Haven't seen that in a while.
Good to see. What about anybody else? Anybody different?
I'm gonna go with Sexton. I'm just kidding. No, I'm gonna go with Webb. He fucking kept it together. He was the man.
Yeah.
He charged too. Like he didn't. It wasn't like handed over to him. He kept him honest the entire race.
No, he earned it for sure.
He didn't really even look faster than Chase, dude. He just hung there,
That's what I was saying earlier. I was saying Cooper Webb is like a new Cooper Webb. He's different style, different outlook on everything.
He actually didn't look terrible in the whoops. He didn't look super fast, dude, but he managed to get through him the whole race and not lose a ton of ground to Chase.
Yeah, he did look a lot better in the whoops than the old Cooper, but the sand, he looked so good.
Dude, and he was skipping that Dragon's back. Like he was one of the first people, I think, doing that. Like he was skimming them, but just clearing the fourth one over the top and kind of staying quite a bit lower than everybody else. Because that was a section that he was kind of losing a little bit of ground, but in that rhythm, that was where he was kind of catching him back up a little bit, it looked like.
Oakland's going to be interesting with where's Eli and does Cooper stay up there?
And you got to think, too, dude, the track was wet because it was raining the whole time there. So you don't really know how sketchy it probably was, with it getting kind of packed in and then it raining during the race. I'm sure it was slick.
Yeah. The only thing is everybody had to deal with it.
Right.
Yeah. Off and on. I feel like the 250 guys got more of the actual rain at the time than the 450, it seemed like.
Yeah, it looked like it was coming down pretty good in that 250 main.
All right, speaking of 250, let's go over to 250 class. Let me get my notes here.
Dude, that was a great race, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm really sold on Hunter Lawrence after that one too, because he finished, and he came from behind and he rode all the way to the end and he won.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
I like Thrasher. I feel bad for the guy, but I mean, that's what's worse, losing how Chase lost or how Thrasher lost.
How Thrasher lost, what the fuck was he thinking?
Oh yeah, but dude, he could have won so easy, dude. He made a couple really dumb mistakes on the last lap in the sand and in the last corner.
I thought he had him out of the sand. I thought he gave enough bump to Hunter that he had it. But then he entered that last berm terribly.
He could have just.
I don't think he could stop though. It was slick. I don't think he stopped. I think he just slid right up into it.
Yeah.
Hunter was smarter by going out a little bit wider, and then he had his whole bike sideways.
Yeah, dude, that was sick. That was, man, yeah. Still a great ride by Thrasher.
I mean, dude, Lawrence was buried in the pack too. Like at the start, he came back to win. So,
I mean, he was only back to sixth. It wasn't like he was that buried.
Yeah, but I mean, like
he was sixth at the furthest back.
Oh, really? He was only that far back? It seemed like he was further back.
I just watched it. I was watching it to see that. I mean, he still came fucking from behind, but he was only in sixth.
So great ride by Hunter, just absolutely killing it. And then still a great ride by Thrasher. Lost it at the very last. Actually, I mean, what was it? It was like hundredths of a second across the finish right there.
I mean, dude, Hunter was throwing down some lap times though. He was definitely faster. He was gonna catch.
Well, yeah.
And dude, I think he basically ran the same qualifying time, I think, as the top 450, right?
Did you just say 2/10?
Yeah,
it was 0.2 at the finish line when he.
Yeah,
when he passed Thrasher. Thrasher came back. And it was like 2/10 between the two.
Back, dude.
The last lap.
When they crossed the finish line, Hunter crossed 2/10 before Thrasher did.
Because Hunter didn't jump it, and Hunter got him, but Nate was able to jump that triple out, like the table.
Yeah, he seat bounced off.
Yeah, and Hunter said that like he could hear him. He knew that he seat balanced it, so he was like coming. You know what I mean? And Hunter just managed to get over the finish line, jump. Obviously 0.2 of a second faster, but they were almost right next to each other.
By the look of it, it looked like it was closer than that.
Yeah, it was close.
That's what they said on the podium was like 2/10.
They said it's the closest since Rock come back 250.
And dude, Anstey and Deegan too.
Yeah,
they're looking. I feel like Deegan shut a lot of people up probably by backing up that fourth again.
Dude, he does those he gets so low in some of those berms and like the speed. He looks good coming out of some of those berms.
He looked like he was having a rough time in the sand too, but
yeah,
I mean, dude, he still pulled off a fourth, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, so great ride by Max Anstey. He's still, I think, single digits back. I don't have that in front of me, but
got that 280 rolling.
Where is it?
He's got that 280 rolling.
Yeah. He's running a cheater bike. That's what they're saying.
Did you see during the week, Dean Wilson talked about him riding a 280? He said, I'm putting some laps in today with my teammate Max Anstey in this 280.
That's awesome.
I wonder, did they ever say what team challenged that?
No. I don't think they even came out and said what happened with it. But I guarantee it was Star.
Well, yeah.
I mean, obviously nothing. Obviously, he wasn't running anything illegal because they would have docked him positions or disqualified him or whatever. So,
if it was Star, they kind of need to like be quiet because look what you did at Loretta Lynn's and that old mess you created there.
No shit.
But
yeah, because it was a pro bike.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that kid should have got that bike.
No.
Yeah. He should have backed down.
He should have fucking flipped them all off. Like, it's my bike, bitches.
I mean, dude, he got strong armed basically by like people that he thought were
like Matt Walker, Brian Deegan.
Yeah.
Tim Cotter.
Tim fucking Cotter.
Dude, that's Scott's good friend right there.
And his sponsor, dude.
Huh?
Well, and all right, so
the motorsports company that was sponsoring the kid basically they kind of strong armed him through his sponsor.
Yeah, Yamaha told the dealer they were going to stop selling them bikes or giving them bikes or whatever.
Right.
So great ride by Deegan. Great past two rides, and he sits third in points.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, I actually like. I think everyone is kind of confused on the smack talk. I don't think anyone thought a lot of people did think Hayden was a bad rider. It was everything that came with it that makes it more of the drama. It's not like no one ever thought he was like a crappy rider. It's just all the extra crap that makes it annoying.
Yeah, he's a good rider. It's just
he just has so much hype behind him, that social media presence and everything, so
Scott's eating some crow right now.
He's got he just had so many people talking about him.
My biggest, I know we're going to go through this, but also my biggest disappointment is Jeremy Martin. Actually, you know what? No, I got someone else. Jeremy Martin, 5th. Still, I think he's just, I don't know. He just seems okay. He's just kind of out there. He's getting past by some dudes. He's never passed anybody.
Yeah, he's the next Martin Davalos.
I thought J Mart was going to do better, like with all the sand and stuff. So that was a little bit of a disappointing ride, in my opinion, for him.
Tom, I still can't pronounce his last name.
Vial, ain't it?
Viale.
Yeah.
It's Vial.
Tom Vial.
Dude.
Or Vial.
I would never want to fast forward, but yeah, like we said before, he's going to be good in the outdoors.
Yeah, he's going to be fast.
I think outdoors 250. Well, no, Jets 450 outdoors, so never mind. So it's going to be
Hunter.
We got Hunter, Jay Coop. So we'll see how that goes. So great ride though for Tom.
Is Chase
Hymus rode good.
Yeah.
Is Sexton, is he riding for Honda outdoors, or is he switching to KTM for outdoor?
No, he's Honda.
No, he's Honda.
And then he's Supercross next year with KTM.
Yeah.
All right.
So Michael Mosman, that's my biggest disappointment. Mosman was good last year, decent, top 4, top 5 guy.
He was a contender last year.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
He crashed.
Did he?
Yeah, Hunter Lawrence cleaned him out.
I saw something too.
Yeah, that's right.
I saw something too. Nate Thrasher said something about
squirrel
held up by Chance Hymas when he was lapping him. So that contributed to a poor lap for him because Chance Hymas, I guess, was holding him up a little bit. He wouldn't let him around him, apparently.
Mosman was running third.
Third?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Hunter took him out.
Yeah, he was running third.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Still about halfway.
That's right.
And then it looked like his bike wouldn't start right away either.
Yeah, great ride by Chance, another rookie. Man, these rookies this year, they're looking pretty solid so far.
That Caden Broswell made the main too.
Yeah.
Jason Owen in 9th and Hardy Munoz in 10th too. That's solid rides for those guys.
Remember a couple years ago, Cody Schock was on, I think, a Privateer 450 outdoors.
Yeah.
Doing really good.
Didn't he have like a third or something?
When?
He had a bunch of top 10s, but I think he got like a top 5 or a top 3 probably.
Crazy, yeah.
Like one moto.
In a moto.
And then that team closed its doors after that season. Chris Bloss, I think he went down. Yeah, he went down first lap in the sand. Henry Miller, Jordan Smith, he went down twice in the sand, I think.
Yeah, Jordan Smith, he was out.
That killed him in points.
That's probably my biggest disappointment of the night.
Yeah. Man.
He's got the speed, but he just can't keep it on 2 wheels.
Another rookie, Talon Hawkins, 19. What about the LCQ 250? And that guy just punted that dude.
Yeah, Marshall Walton.
You all remember that?
Yeah, that was good, dude. Marshall Walton.
He rides for hip.
Yeah, right at the end. That was good. I'm kind of glad Devin Simonson got him back. That was, and then he spun around like going over the finish line. Did you see that? That was awesome.
Yeah, he was so pumped. He was shaking his head and shit.
He kind of gave him the
yeah.
All right, so 250. Who's your biggest disappointment? We kind of already said Jordan Smith. I'm sorry, Jordan Smith. Biggest disappointment. Anybody else have someone different?
My biggest disappointment was AJ Catanzaro.
Really? Why?
Why?
Dude, because he qualified 13th and he didn't make the main.
Dude, anybody can run a fucking fast lap. Like,
Yeah,
I know, but
that dude's never. AJ Catanzaro will never be anything above 15.
Dude, he was 13th fastest qualifier, dude. Like right
On
there.
one lap. That's one lap he got fast.
I know, but I mean,
that's not racing. And that's why I don't like the time stuff, because it's not racing. Anybody could go out there and throw down a fast lap. Obviously, your faster guy's going to throw a faster lap down, but anybody can all of a sudden hit a fucking good fast lap.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's only one time.
He had the speed, dude, and he just couldn't do it.
He doesn't have the speed. He will never be more than a 15th place dude.
That still gets you in the main event.
But it's still 15.
He didn't even make the main, dude. He got 20.
How can you even talk about it?
Man, this is the most heated one we've done.
And it's about a 15th place guy.
He got 20 at LCQ.
His little fucking candy that's got some attitude. He's fucking.
You think you'd be chill? You think you'd be like, yeah, he's a great rider, man. Chill.
Jeremy Hand and Jack Chambers both did.
I don't know.
They crashed.
AJ Catanzaro just.
Chambers. Hey, what about when Chambers went down in the sand in the heat or the LCQ? The bike, he was pinned under the bike, and then the one dude's still trying to pull his bike out. Then he realizes, I got to get his bike off him. They flip the bike over, but he's still under it. They basically flip it back over on his other
leg.
other leg.
That was cool.
That was Jeremy Hand. And those two are both pretty fast, too. I feel like those guys make it in the main most of the time.
Yeah. Did you guys know they lapped all the way up to 9th?
Yeah.
Damn.
In the LCQ or what?
That was a squirrel moment right there.
Squirrel through the main.
In the main.
Who's your biggest improved? You gonna go?
Well, I didn't even get to say my upset. What the fuck?
Go ahead. Well, you're being quiet over there.
It's fucked up.
Elmer's always, dude. Elmer's like, let's go. Not everybody can talk about what we're talking about.
All right. Well, sometimes you guys get off on these tangents, and we never come back.
My biggest upset, Chris Bliss.
That's your biggest, no. Oh, Bliss. Okay, I was going ahead.
Argue with my upset, will you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Upset though. What do you expect of him? Honestly,
I expected top 10, possibly top 5.
Top 10 for sure.
Okay, top 10. Where'd he go?
He was doing that on his freaking privateer bike.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's just for this race, too.
Can somebody pull up last race and see what he got real quick?
I think he got like 6th or 7th.
Really?
I don't remember.
Do you think Nate Thrasher wanted to fight Hunter Lawrence?
No, they hugged.
Yes.
They hugged? That's so good. This world's getting so soft.
They didn't hug. They were just like
I'm gonna fucking hug somebody that just took thousands of dollars from me.
I made that up. That's not.
Hey, that's the first race that Nate Thrasher's been on the podium, and he wasn't first.
Really?
So
he's always won or nothing.
Yeah, he's won 3 races. Other than that, he's never made it on the podium.
Who do you think out of next week? Oh, wait, they're off next week, but the following, going back to Dallas, who do you think has a better chance of podium? Thrasher or Jordan?
Thrasher.
At this point, I'm saying Thrasher. But I don't know. I haven't looked at the track, man. Anybody looked at the track map for Oakland?
Oh, no, this will have to be Dallas. This
got lots of whoops, probably.
Oh, yeah. Okay, shit, sorry. We get to see the other Lawrence brother this weekend.
Yeah.
They're pretty impressive.
I know. They didn't grow me at first. Like, I was like, But no, I mean, now it's just like, God.
Well, I never thought anything of Hunter. Like, I always thought he was just a slower older brother, but this year he's really turned it on.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot faster.
It's
Dude,
crazy how much they ride together, but their styles are completely different.
Dude, that Whiskey Throttle show when Ping had like the Lawrence brothers and their dad on, that's like, dude, that's a really good episode. You guys should check it out because like they talk to their dad a lot actually, and his dad said that some of the biggest regrets that he had about the kids like coming up and racing were that Hunter was more of like the crash test dummy when it came to like he was really getting thrown out there, as the older brother because he turned pro first, and they're just kind of how they kind of threw him to the wolves, like riding the Supercross tracks and stuff, like right off the bat, and not really having like proper like training and stuff going into that. He just kind of got thrown on like the Supercross track, having never like ridden anything like that before, and that's why he got hurt a bunch. Like when those guys first started racing Supercross, because they said Hunter was more of, he was the one that was kind of wadding up, like trying to do the whoops and stuff, and then he was helping teach Jet to do it too because they were riding together all the time. So like, I don't know, their dad was. It's a pretty interesting podcast. You guys should check that one out.
All right, as long as you promote this one, yeah, sure, we'll check it out.
I'll keep sharing it. It's cool, like kind of hearing their dad's perspective about him,
Yeah.
and like just talking about the difference between them. They're both fast, dude, but Hunter's just had more issues with injuries, and his dad says that mostly has to do with the fact that he was the first one to turn pro, and that he, like in hindsight, they did things with Jet differently than Hunter because Hunter kind of got tossed into the mix a little faster than he probably should have, and didn't quite have the training to like go into Supercross and stuff like he did initially.
And I remember, I didn't listen to that, but on something where they lived in Kenny's old house, or right by Kenny's, where Kenny grew up, and they used to ride that. That's why, like, Jet looked up the Ken Roxon back in the day when they were living in Germany or something. I don't know the full story. That's why he always wear like a big chain, because remember, Kenny used to wear a big chain. But
Like Mr. Q.
Matt, you like that Braswell kid, don't you?
Yep.
Think he'll get better? He's pretty young still, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he'll get better. I don't know how old he is.
I was talking about like
the Oakland track map's got some pretty cool like rhythm sections and stuff.
So who was a impressive rider to everybody? Who was the?
I'm going Deegan
in 250s? I'm gonna say.
Did you just say I'm gonna go ahead and leave?
I'm saying Hunter. I think Hunter really proved that he can charge all the way to the end. And that's gonna win him a championship.
What do you think, Ryan?
I gotta say Hunter too, just for that race and coming back from being kind of back and charging all the way to the very end and never giving up.
Yeah, very impressive.
I'm going with shit. I guess Hunter also. Yeah. Hunter. He rode good. He rode strong. Kept moving forward.
I think my biggest disappointment's J-Mart, dude. I thought J-Mart was going to do better on that track.
Yeah.
I don't think J-Mart's going to do any better at all the rest of the year. Like, I just don't see it in him.
He's just not looking like that breakout explosive speed.
No.
He's going to hang out with his brother.
But he's never been a big Supercross guy. He's always been outdoors.
True.
Yeah, but he's fast and he's good.
Yeah, he's won Supercross.
That's kind of what I was going to say, what Helmer said. Like, he's never really been a Supercross guy because, I mean, like, remember his first year? Like, he didn't even qualify for all of them. He didn't make all of them.
Yeah.
And he's gotten hurt a lot.
Then it came out and won the championship outdoors.
Yeah. Two outdoors.
Maybe it's because he's so short.
All right, Matt, bring out the paper from last week. What's our...
Yeah. All right. Hold on, let me look for it.
Then my picks were way off.
I was thinking that Hayden Deegan looks really small on that bike. I don't know what you guys think about
All
that.
right, so 450 last week.
Hold on.
Aaron had Eli, Chase, and Coop. Ryan had Eli, Anderson, Chase. I had Chase, Eli, Coop. Scott had Eli, Chase, and AP.
Yeah, I got second, third, bitches.
I was gonna say I think Scott did the best.
I don't
Fuck you,
remember
dude.
these 250s numbers. We already saw had who's 58? Oh, Jordan Smith, or is that what's Thrasher's number?
29.
Jesus, none of us had that. So you all three had Hunter, and then 58 is Jordan Smith.
Me and Roth had the same, didn't we?
Yeah.
No?
Well, I mean, you're all pretty consistent with the 1 and 3.
You had Anstey, I had Smith.
Yeah. Anstey. You think he if Hunter gets buried, he might get a win?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hunter got buried yesterday or Saturday.
I would freaking love that if he got a win, because that would be freaking crazy.
Put a clock on his.
Could you imagine his interview if he won?
It'd be 10 minutes long.
I think
They have to freaking extend the freaking broadcast because his interview would be so long.
I think the only person that would beat him if he got a good start would be Hunter, and if Hunter crashed or something, I feel like Max has got a pretty good shot at actually.
I mean, look at his qualifying times. He's freaking ripping.
He's fast, dude, and he can ride the full 25 minutes.
Yeah, I hope he gets a win because it'd be so cool.
Yeah,
it'd be so cool. I like a dork.
That's so cool. He's over a fanboying.
Oakland might be one of them that he gets one. You know,
he's not racing Oakland.
I don't think he's gonna win Oakland.
He might, but I don't think so.
I wanted to say Daytona.
All right. Speaking of Oakland, let's get our picks in. Let's do 450 because there's numbers. I can't do all that.
I was thinking Daytona or Atlanta would be the one that Anstey got, having more of the outdoorsy kind of style track too.
Yeah. All right, you guys start with we'll just do 450 Oakland. Whoever wants to start.
I'll go 172.
1, 7.
And you think AP is going to get second?
Why not?
That's what
I think he's going to carry this momentum.
Kid's got some balls on him.
All right. Who's next? Me? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going Sexton, Webb, Anderson. I got balls in me too.
I'm going Tomac, Sexton, Anderson.
I'll go Sexton, Tomac, AP 7. 23-17.
Damn, nobody put Cooper in there except for me.
I did. Dick Wad.
Did you?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Might be.
I got 23-21. Ding ding.
And no Tomac in the top 3?
No, not for me.
No.
He's washed up.
He's a hater. He did mediocre one race. He's done.
I'm over it. He's clipped.
I will say if it's mediocre after Oakland, yeah, something's going on.
He's my freaking disappointment for this weekend.
You're a disappointment.
Roth was upset with my disappointment. He wanted to fight me about it.
I'll fight you anyways.
All right, yeah, back to 250 West Coast. Hunter probably will destroy the field, and then
You mean Jet?
Jet. It's like I had Jets.
I don't think Hunter and Anstey are going to make the trip, but they might.
Yeah.
Are any of the 250 guys going to ride a 450 this weekend?
No, they don't do that anymore.
Yeah, they do.
Every once in a great while, somebody will, but they usually don't do that.
I haven't heard.
They used to do it a lot.
You
Dude,
used to
they
be
used
able
to
to
ride both classes.
classes. Yeah, you used to be able to be a man. Now
Back
everybody's
in the day, the privateers
Yeah,
would ride both classes.
That's
Remember,
right.
J Mart did it at Daytona, was and right behind Eli the whole time, or actually was leading at one time.
J-Mart's better on a 450 than he is 250F.
Yeah.
I think Tom Vial's going to end up winning next weekend.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to think, even what the standings are on the West Coast, even though it's only been a couple weeks.
I don't even know. That's what I was
I
wondering.
wonder what McAdoo's elbow looks like.
Who?
McAdoo. I wonder what his elbow looks like.
Oh,
yeah.
that's my dad.
He's had a couple weeks off.
Let's
Oh,
see.
RJ's back. Wonder how he's doing. Yeah, looking forward to RJ.
Yeah, RJ be going fast. He always does.
If he's not still hurt.
Enzo Lopes didn't have a very good last West Coast race. So I feel like he's going to have a little bit of a fire under his butt to do better.
I don't think he's done very much the last couple races, has he?
No, he was pretty consistent, dude. The first few, it was
Just
just
the first couple.
Just that last race, he did really he didn't do shitty. I think he crashed a couple times. He's 6th in points. Man, Lawrence is way out there in points, dude. He's got 75. Cameron McAdoo's got 59.
Yeah.
So Jet's almost 20 points ahead of everybody.
Yeah, RJ got screwed in that Triple Crown where he went down.
RJ's in 3rd points with 58.
That's what sucks, man. You let Jet just get a little bit more points. It's hard to come back.
What about Levi Kitchen?
Oh, the chef.
He's hurt, ain't he?
Is he hurt?
Did he get hurt? I don't know, maybe not.
I don't think so.
That's how rumors get started, bro.
Yeah.
Levi.
Everyone listens to this.
Pierce Brown. Pierce Brown has yet to have a real breakout, I feel like, too, and he's fast.
A breakout at all, like anything.
Breakout. Hives.
He got what, 2nd or 3rd on one of those Triple Crown remotos.
Yeah, he's got the speed, dude. He just keeps Chase Sexton it.
Yeah. Like, you at least think you'd see him on the box more, and you just don't. But all right. Anything else you guys want to chat about?
Dude, how about Ryan Sipes' son winning the e-bike class?
Yeah, that was kind of
cool. I didn't see that.
Yeah, Jackman Sipes won the E-class.
Is Sipes still recovering?
Yes.
Was he in AA?
Yeah.
He had like a serious injury.
AA for the dirt bike.
He was
fucking crash, shattering his pelvis.
He was addicted to 2-strokes.
You see who's the Short? He posted today, Andrew Short.
He got fucked up too.
Yeah.
What was he? He was just riding somewhere in Florida or something, or what?
He was racing. Houston and Texas. But
let's see.
All right, fellas. Oh, you got something for us, Scott?
Well, we still got to make our 250 picks, right?
I think we're skipping it, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're skipping it.
We have to write them down. I'll just say.
That's a lot to write down, man.
I just don't remember all the numbers.
Bowling will probably do pretty decent.
I'm saying I'm going with Jet, Hampshire, Oldenburg.
Fuck it, I'm writing it down. What do you got?
I got Jet, Hampshire, Oldenburg.
Oldenburg on the podium?
Yeah, I think Oldenburg.
Wait, who was your second pick?
RJ.
Okay, what number is he?
24.
24, yeah.
I'll do Jet, RJ, the chef.
Hold on. Kitchen 43.
Is McAdoo racing?
Yeah.
I know you were gonna do Jet first, so I'll write it down already.
Jet, McAdoo, RJ.
Jet McAdoo. What number is 44?
48 maybe?
Or is it 84?
No, it ain't 84.
Yeah, 48. Who'd you say? McAdoo and who else?
RJ.
Yeah, RJ.
Tag. I'm going to get fucking RJ, then Jason Lawrence. I mean Jet Lawrence. Tag. Let me see this.
Man, you think RJ is gonna beat Jet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. If I didn't think it, I wouldn't have said it.
Oh,
I just don't think. I don't think
Get
anybody.
the snap. What? What are you doing?
I'm gonna go with Bolin in third.
Really?
I'm throwing fucking a wrench in this shit.
I wasn't calling you.
Hold on. Let's see.
I'll look at those numbers. But all right. I know Ryan's got to get going. He's got to get up super early. So all right, boys, appreciate it. Monday nights, we got it again. We're on
First
a roll.
time.
First time on time.
First time.
Cool. See you guys.
Peace.
See ya.